Hello everyone and welcome to the Commexis cast, all the news you need to know from our inbox to yours. Today we're talking about the not particularly well-known Amazon Influencer Program. Hello everyone, I'm Matthew McGroarty, the videographer and podcaster here at Commexis, and today I am joined by the lead strategist at Commexis, Philip Brooks.
Hello.
And the social media manager here at Commexis, Rebecca Milstead.
Hello.
So today we're talking about the Amazon Influencer Program, and if you don't know what that is, do not worry, there's a lot of people who don't know what that is.
You're not alone, yeah.
In essence, this launched back in beta in March 2017. The program is designed to allow influencers who are chosen, originally it was invite only, but now you can submit, to create basically Amazon storefronts almost that are filled with their recommendations for items. And then obviously you can link to that. You get a nice little vanity URL. Typically it's the people's names. So for example, Felicia Day, hers is just, I think it's amazon.com/store/Felicia Day or something like that. So it's actually very easy to find who does or does not have them. And then they're able to link these to all of their followers and or viewers or whomever on whatever platform you're on. And then people can purchase things directly from Amazon using that. And then of course you will get a percentage of that purchase given to you through this program. So you might also be thinking, Matt, that sure sounds a lot like Amazon's affiliate program, which it also does. For those of you who don't know what that is, it is a program you're able to sign up for anytime you link to Amazon on, say, a YouTube page or anything like that. Through this affiliate program, you also get a percentage. So the only thing people who are influencers get are a storefront where you can add some YouTube videos, add some Instagram pictures. Otherwise, you're stuck to just linking things. So first, I think we should talk about our feelings on this in the sense of basically nobody talked about it when it came out. I believe there was a TechCrunch article that talked about how even Amazon didn't really publicize that they were releasing this. So what do we think about that?
Well, I think it was probably more of a soft launch kind of thing, because it definitely kind of reeks of the whole you got your chocolate and my peanut butter and my peanut and your chocolate kind of thing, where they've taken some of the social media aspects and kind of folded them into the influencer marketing, the little store there, the storefront that they have. And I don't know how necessary that is. It's also, I guess they probably just floated it out there to see how it did, and and based on the reaction, they would either expand the program or scrap it. I don't know. Are there any numbers as to how it's been doing?
I don't have any numbers. The only numbers I do have are about follower counts. So one of the things to keep in mind with this was originally it was only meant for people with a lot of followers. Amazon also looked at your content and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was meant for people with tons of followers.
And
but
I believe that all your pages, whatever page you're applying for with it, has to be verified as well.
Yes. And it turns out that you don't actually need nearly as many followers as some influencers have. There was a range of I think the smallest amount was about 9,000, 10,000, and then the highest was in the hundreds of thousands.
And like Matt was saying, you could have a small following, but they also look at your engagement of your content as well. So if people are sharing, liking, commenting, that could get you in.
Yeah, so the way to get in is not, I don't want to say it's not difficult, because for some people it can be, but it's not nearly as strenuous as they initially made it out to be, which was pretty exclusive seemingly. So Rebecca, what do you think about this program?
I think it could work for a lot of e-commerce businesses, but the only issue is for your product to be on Amazon, you have to be selling on Amazon. So if you don't have an Amazon account, the influencer can't promote it.
Yeah. Good point. So me and Rebecca both read a nice little piece penned by Nikki Baird. She is the Vice President of Retail Innovation at Aptos. She wrote a piece for Forbes in March 2018 that kind of analyzed how this program had done over the year. There was some talk at the time of its release that it was going to be some sort of revolutionary, game-changing kind of program, as a lot of things that, Amazon releases, if they're not game-changing, they are still, relatively speaking, pretty significant. and we talk about like
just
Alexa's.
based on the amount of market share they have.
Yes, yes.
Anything they do, the ripples are felt everywhere.
Yes. So, for example, when we think about like Alexa's and Google Homes, stuff like that. So people were kind of expecting this to be a big thing. There were some thoughts that maybe there's going to be controversy because influencers will be able to link to Amazon and then they could talk about a product and then they're making money off the product. That really didn't pan out. She didn't interview actually. She had excerpts of people talking with influencers and it seemed like they liked it, but it wasn't, a main source of the business the way that, some influencers make influencer marketing a very intense portion of the monetary value they get. Anyway, so she discussed that, some YouTubers had a mix of how many people they were following, but the one thing she points out is that this does give Amazon a direct link to commerce when we talk about influencer marketing in comparison to Google and Facebook, who don't exactly have that, and a lot of other social media platforms that don't exactly have that. You can have a product be marketed, through a YouTube, through a Twitter, through an Instagram, but unless you have that direct link somewhere else, it's harder to necessarily get that transaction going. And there's a chance that if you are having an influencer on Facebook, suggest a product, that they might actually just be linking it also to Amazon. So that is one thing that I thought was particularly interesting. There's another study done by Maverick, Liz Gottbrecht, actually wrote a little bit about this and said that while the program is not doing super great, but it's also not a failure, it kind of fits in nicely in their influencer marketing ecosystem, as they called it. So you had the actual influencers that are in this program, you had affiliates, you had people who were using Amazon Spark, people who have Amazon Prime, and stuff like that, all of whom are discussing and talking about Amazon because for one reason or another, they are getting some sort of value out of it. In the case of Prime, for example, I have Amazon Prime. I might tell Phil, who I believe you also have it.
I do.
Hey, there's this really cool thing, and you get 2-day shipping, or you'll get $10 off because you're a Prime member, stuff like that. So what do we think about that?
Well, I think to me, I'm just wondering, the applications are as an end user. So if I'm an influencer and I'm trying to sell, do I also get some sort of kickback from, because the product's obviously selling through the Amazon ecosystem through their e-commerce site, but if it's let's say I'm selling clothes, can I also get something from that vendor too? Like I wonder if how far back that can go, like how far that channel of revenue, because if you're saying I put a product on my feed in Amazon, but it's an Amazon product that they're selling on behalf of somebody else, you technically could be double dipping.
That is a good point. I don't know how they would actually solve that issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the solution is if you're going to have a business who wants you to directly link through Amazon, that they would just send you their direct shopping link. That's really the only solution I can think of to that one. But that is a pretty good point that you brought up, and we'll have to see how this kind of develops. Rebecca, what do you think?
Same thing as Philip said.
Okay. So I'm interested in seeing, how this ends up developing in the future. Right now, I went on Felicia Day's page, for example, and it just kind of seems like a generic recommendation shopping list sort of thing. I wasn't super impressed.
That's kind of what I thought it was going to be, because I could see the applications I see for it are really cool for, let's say, for example, you're, I don't know, to throw a name out there, you're Chip and Joanna Gaines or something, and you decorated a home or a room. Now here's a picture of the room. Now here's all those products in the room that we used in the room, and you could buy the whole list with one click, kind of thing. Or I see huge on YouTube or makeup tutorials or things like that. Like I'm using this for this, and then somebody just links the whole shopping list at the bottom. They click that one link and get everything. So I see that as a great way to and the other thing I think is, when you're linking to products on your own website, if you're not selling them through Amazon, you're not necessarily just taking people through the most secure of e-commerce links or stores or anything like that. So I think that having that ability to link up with Amazon, you get that level of comfort that people are like, okay, well, I know it's Amazon store. I'm basically ordering it from Amazon, but this person that I trust already is the person that's endorsing it. So I think that's another big piece of building confidence and trust in that brand.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And they do have the ability to link Instagram pages, pictures from Instagram, pictures from YouTube and stuff like that. On the pages I saw, I didn't really see any of it. So I guess the question becomes, how much are the influencers themselves actually using it for that, or are they just using it as an expanded affiliate link, which is kind of the sense that I'm getting. So that's all for today's show, for the Commexis cast for today. Thank you, Philip, and thank you, Rebecca, for
We're going to have
joining
links
me.
to all the stuff that we use here on the bottom for our affiliate channel. So this is Matt's computer, the channel.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to be slowly building out for the next 3 months. Every piece that we use here. So thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Philip, for joining me adjacent to the table today. If you guys want to check more of us out, you guys can check our social media. You can see us in full on Facebook, YouTube, and IGTV. Get little snippets of our show and our nice, great insight by following us on Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And of course, you can listen to us wherever great podcasts are, which includes SoundCloud, Apple iTunes Store, Google Podcasts, Google Play Music Store, TuneIn, and Stitcher. Thank you very much, and have a great day.